Hi students, welcome back to class. Let's continue the Duchess of Malfi. So we have completed 2 acts. So let's come to the third act. Act 3, Scene 1. The scene is Malfi, an apartment in the palace of the Duchess. So here we can see Antonio talking to Delio. Delio comes to meet Antonio after some years. So some years have passed after the second act. So there is actually a lapse of time after the second act, and by this time the Duchess is the mother of 2 more children. By the end of act 2, we have seen the Duchess giving birth to one child, one baby boy. So some years have passed and we don't see the Duke of Calabria, Ferdinand and Cardinal coming back and again taking revenge. But here, so as they do not come back and take revenge or pay back to the Duchess, some years pass by in a peaceful manner. So in this years, Duchess again continues a relationship with Antonio, and 2 more children are born. So Antonio tells Delio that she has given birth to 2 more children, and things are going on well. So Delio asks whether the brothers know about it. So Antonio tells that the brothers might have known about it. Even the Duke of Calabria, Ferdinand, has come to that place. So he may have many doubts about the character of the Duchess. So that must be the reason for him to come. So along with him only, even this Delio has come. In company of the Duke of Calabria, even the Delio has come. So Delio has actually not been involved in any kind of litigation or not married to any old lady. So he has been leading a peaceful kind of life only. So some years have passed. So even that is also not easily recognized by Delio. So here and then Delio asks about the people's opinion about the Duchess. So people say that the Duchess is again a strumpet. That means the Duchess has behaved like a prostitute only, and she has extramarital relationships. That is what people think about her. But they don't know that the relationship of the Duchess is with Antonio. So nobody has any doubt about Antonio being involved in the love affair with the Duchess. And they have already observed that Antonio has been amassing a lot of wealth. So they have seen Antonio buying a property in different parts of the duchy, and they think that the Duchess will be keeping a check on his money. So in a way, he has been actually amassing a lot of wealth. That has been observed by the people, and they think that Duchess will in some way or other they keep a check, or otherwise people might have thought that it is Antonio who is actually allowing the Duchess to carry out her secret affairs. Anyway, nobody has any kind of doubt about the Duchess' relationship with Antonio. So anyway, it seems that Ferdinand is unaffected by the slanders. He just shows that he is again very calm and cool only. So it's again a way to trap the Duchess. He just does not behave with the Duchess as if anything has happened. So he comes here and in a very calm and cool manner he behaves with the Duchess and the people around, as if he does not pay attention to the rumors around the palace. And Ferdinand meets the Duchess, and he says that he has brought a proposal for the Duchess. He does not want the Duchess to remain single. Instead, he wants the Duchess to marry, and he has brought the proposal of the Count of Malatesti. So the Duchess just says that the Count of Malatesti is just like a sugar candy only, and he is not interesting to her. Indirectly, she mentions that, and she says that she is ready to marry any person who is according to the honor of her brothers. So in a light-hearted way, she dismisses the proposal. And she also says that she has been thinking about meeting the brother because there are many rumors about her character, and she just wants to say that she is unaffected by any of these rumors and she is pure at heart only. She has to say that. And Ferdinand says that he has also heard about all these rumors and he is not paying attention to any of these rumors. He just thinks that they are just like paper bullets only. I mean, people will be creating a lot of satirical dialogues about others. They will be creating lampoons about others. So those things are just like lampoons only, and he has not taken any of these words into his heart seriously. That is what he says. So that is again a kind of relief to the Duchess. So she thinks that her brother is again speaking truth only. And one more thing he says that even if it is proved correct also, uh, he will have fixed love for her. So that is what he says. So that seems to be a statement of his love for the sister. The sister just thinks that she is out of danger. That is what she thinks. It's not that the sister trusts Ferdinand completely. She thinks that she need not fear her brother Ferdinand, at least at that point of time. So she says that okay, the deadly air is purged. At least this thought of fear. So that is again at least gone away from the atmosphere. That is what she says. And we can see Duchess, Antonio, Giulio and attendants leaving the stage. So when they leave the stage, Ferdinand just says that she knows that she is guilty, and but she is trying to show that she is not guilty by walking on the burning, by walking on the red hot iron blades. Okay, so that is what she is trying to do. And now Bozzolo enters, and Bozzolo starts speaking to the Ferdinand. And Bozzolo says to Ferdinand that it's known that the Duchess has 3 children. It's a rumor, and it may or may not be correct, but again, that is what people have been gossiping about. So Duchess has given birth to 3 children, and he says that it's not known by whom. So that may be known in the stars only. Maybe through astrological methods only one may be able to find out. But who is the partner in the sin is not known. But there are rumors that she has given birth to 3 kids. So that shows that she has relationship, physical relationship with men outside her marriage. So she is a widow, and to this widow, her brothers have already warned not to have any kind of relationship with others or not to marry again. So that is what she here Bozzolo says. And so here even Bozzolo thinks that there may be some kind of a sorcery or some kind of a witchcraft that is done on the Duchess. And how can this Duchess fall in love with anybody and then give birth to 3 kids and all? So that is what he thinks. So Bozzolo says that must be the reason for not acknowledging who that person is. She is ashamed to speak about the identity of her lover. So some kind of a witchcraft might have been done on her. So here Ferdinand just asks whether in the faith there is such belief in the power of such potions or charms. So again, it's not clear whether that is done or not, whether it is possible to change the will of a person forcefully by the effect of these kinds of herbs and things like that. So that is what he thinks. So if these drugs are administered on these patients, is it possible for them to change the will, and is it possible for them to fall in love with somebody they have never thought of? So he is doubtful about the effects of this. So anyway, Bozzolo has given the keys of the chamber. Somehow he has procured the keys of the chamber of the Duchess, and he has given it to Ferdinand. And Ferdinand now thinks that he can go to the chamber that night and he can find out for himself with whom the Duchess is sleeping. And so here Bozzolo just says that Ferdinand seems to be flattering himself only. He seems to praise himself. That is actually the opinion Bozzolo has. And Ferdinand says that he thanks Bozzolo for giving the correct account, and he is not getting flattery from others. So he just says farewell and he leaves. So with that we can see the end of Act 3 scene 1. Okay, so these are the things that happen in Act 3 scene 1. Bosola tells Ferdinand there is a rumor that the Duchess has given birth to 3 children and nobody knows the partner in the sin. So Ferdinand doubts the effects of witchcraft on the Duchess and he decides to enter the chamber of the Duchess at night by a duplicate key. So now let's come to Act 3 scene 2. This is a long scene. So let's come to the important parts of the scene. So the scene is again the bed chamber of the Duchess. As usual, we can see Duchess Antonia and Cariola in the chamber. Cariola is the maid to the Duchess and she is always there. Antonio comes to the chamber of the Duchess and it's again not good for him to come to the Duchess that night because it's a risky thing only. Even then he comes to the chamber and we can see their conversation of love. Okay, how he just says that he is the lord of the night because during daytimes he has to behave like the steward of the Duchess and he is the lord of the misrule, lord of indiscipline and he's just coming here and so we can just see the romantic gestures of both Antonio and the Duchess. So and even the Duchess says that very soon there may be a custom by which these husbands have to come to their wife's chamber and they have to respectfully ask for the wife to allow them to sleep there. So anyway, it's some kind of casual conversation, some kind of their private talk can be seen here. And Cariola is again seen. So here Antonia asks Cariola when will she get married. She says that never, she's not going to get married at all. And Antonio thinks that single life is again a very unpleasant and a barren kind of life only. And he even speaks about the single life of some mythological characters like Daphne, then Syrinx. So all of them have actually turned into fruitless poetry or empty things only. And those women who have actually allowed the lovers to enjoy the love, they have become fruitful. So that is what he says. He tries to speak about the pain of being single, the fruitlessness of being single. So he just tries to point at that fact through these mythological characters. And here Cariola says that such stories are just part of the false fancy. And she just asks a question. If 3 different men with 3 different characteristics come and propose her, that is 3 different men have the 3 different characters. One person is wise, the other person is wealthy, and the other person is good looking. So which proposal should be accepted? That is what she says. So Antonio says that is again not an easy question to answer. This kind of question was asked by the 3 goddesses to Paris, the hero of the Trojan War. And Paris was confused and Paris actually chose that beauty only. So and then it resulted in a war and all 12 years war. So that happened. So anyway, that is the thing here. And Antonio just has another question. Why unattractive duchesses keep very unattractive maids with them? So here the Duchess says that answer is simple only. Nobody will actually keep a house or a shop near an efficient painter. That means if an inefficient painter is there, this inefficient painter will not live near an efficient painter's lots, because there will be a comparison between the painting of the inefficient painter and the skilled painter. So in that way people will not do that. So here unattractive woman will only be employed in the case of unattractive duchesses. Otherwise the contrast will be very clear. So that is what is mentioned here. And here Duchess keeps on talking. So when Duchess talks, Antonio tells Cariola that let them just move away from the place, let them hide somewhere in the chamber, because Antonio wants to make this Duchess angry, and Duchess will think that Antonio is listening to her talk, and that is in the darkness only, and she just continues her talk, and the other 2 just move away from there. And after some time, when she understands that these 2 are not there, that her husband is not there, she may get angry and she will show her anger. So it is very good for him to watch that anger. So Duchess is very beautiful when she's angry. That is what Antonio says. So she continues the conversation and she says that it is not safe for him to come to that chamber at that night, and that is again very risky only. And he always says that love mixed with fear is sweetest. So that is why he has come. And she says one more thing, that he will not get any more children till her brothers consent to the gossips. And after, when she says that also, she does not receive any kind of response from anybody, and she says that she does not know whether she is doomed to live or die, but whatever be it, she can do both like a duchess, okay, both like in a noble fashion only she will do that. And that's what she says. And here Ferdinand just has already entered the chamber. Ferdinand just says, die then quickly, and he gives the poignard. Poignard is again the dagger. And Ferdinand now very clearly knows that Duchess has already given birth to children, and Duchess has extra marital affairs. That is very clear only. But with whom she has been sleeping with is not known. Only that thing has to be unraveled now. And so here she just Ferdinand gets very angry with her, and he's furious only with her, and he says that she is just an empty person only. She does not have any virtue at all. And so this is again highly imperfect thing that has happened. And he says that let her follow her own desires, and there won't be any joy in her following her own desires. She is now a shameless creature, and she does not matter to him what she is. And here the Duchess says that she is married. So and Ferdinand, so what? So that is what he asks. So, and she says that she has married, and that is not according to his wish. That's why she has actually not revealed. And she says that since she has already married, and it is not very easy for her to undo the marriage. It's a pity that they have come late. It's the wings have already. She has already flown with the wings, so it is not possible to cut down the wings. So it is not possible to undo her marriage. She is already married. That is what she says. And she says that if he wants, she can show her husband. So he says that if Ferdinand can change her husband, kill her husband just by a look, then he is ready to see her. That is why the image of basilisk is mentioned here. Basilisk is again a kind of it's a kind of serpent only. So it is mentioned that the look of that serpent, okay, even when the serpent looks at others, okay, that will kill other person. So if it is possible for him to kill her husband even by just looking at her, so he is ready to do that. And so here Ferdinand just shows his irritation, anger, and fury with her, and he says that she is no better than a wolf or a screech owl. Even they will have better decency, and she has enjoyed the fruits of incest, and it's time for him to complete that. And he says that if she thinks that she can continue in her lustful desires in her life, it's not going to happen. If she thinks that she can live with her husband in the future, it is not going to happen, and she will marry. She will see only this person in the confinement. Throughout his life, he will be in the confinement only. He will be imprisoned. He will only see dogs and monkeys. Okay, he will not see any human being. That is what is going to happen to the partner. And he says that he has come to this place with an intention to find out the partner in the sin, and he does not want to find out the partner in the sin for himself and for the person, because if he comes to know about it, he will not be able to control his anger, and he will kill that person immediately, and he will do any kind of disastrous thing. So that is why he's just, for the time being, he's keeping himself away from that. So that is what he says. And Duchess says that why is it actually she's punished for that? She has not violated any norm in the society. People usually get married, so in that way only she has married. And Ferdinand says that she's undead, and there is not going to no good will happen to her in her life, and she has actually removed the sheet of lead on the coffin of her husband. So that means she has shown a lot of disrespect to her dead husband, and that is what Ferdinand says. So it is not because of that. It's again Ferdinand wants the money of this Duchess. That is the reason. That will be revealed later. And so here Duchess says that he is very strict with her. So it's a kind of hollow bullet now pierced onto her. And so she says that her reputation is not lost because she has married a person, and the children born in that marriage are legitimate children only. They are not unlawful children. That is what she says. So Ferdinand says that her reputation is gone. There is no point in telling that she has reputation. He relates a small anecdote here about reputation. He says that once there were three companions, reputation, love and death. So they were traveling together, and they were actually traveling all over the world. And these three, after some time, they had to part. And love just told the other two that they could see love in the place where the shepherds are there. That means when the shepherds will be the peaceful pastures where the shepherds would be leading their life. And death told that death could be found in the cities of plagues or in a battlefield. Death could be found. And reputation told that reputation could not be found at all. Okay, so that is the thing. That means reputation, once reputation is lost in the life of a person, reputation will not come back at all. Reputation will leave a person forever. That is the idea he wants to convey from these stories. So since all of them have departed and all of them have parted from each other, this reputation is not seen at all. And she just says that why should actually she be taken as a relic, a holy relic? She has youth and she is beautiful, and why can't she marry? So that is what it is mentioned. So for this, such virgins and witches are there. So she says that Ferdinand says that he does not want to see her again at all, and telling that he leaves the place. And here we can see Antonio coming back. Antonio thinks that this Cariola who has revealed this thing. Cariola is the one who has allowed the entrance of this Ferdinand, and he just points out that pistol at her, and he is ready to shoot her. But at that time Cariola says that if he shoots her and he opens her heart also, he can see that her heart is pure. So it's not again because of Cariola that this Ferdinand has come. So that is clear. So Duchess says that he must have come through the gallery, through the entrance. So, and she just shows the poniard, she shows the dagger that has been given to her by Ferdinand. So here Antonio says that this Ferdinand is again telling her to kill herself. That is what he is just trying to point out. So anyway, it's not safe for Antonio to stay back. So Antonio has to go away from there. So Duchess says that she has already thought about it, and she has already arranged this house for Antonio to go, and Antonio has to go to a place called Ancona. There will be a house available on rent, and the jewels and all the property will be sent to jewels and money will be sent to him later, and he has to leave the place and he has to go there immediately. Now she is actually decided to put blame on Antonio, and she wants to show that Antonio has mismanaged all the funds, and Antonio is now suspended from that is dismissed from the service. So at that time we can hear knocking at the door. So it is Bosola knocking at the door. So Bosola, when the door is opened, this Bosola says that he has seen Ferdinand leaving the place, and he has said that the Duchess is undone. So she says that she is almost on the verge of being undone only, and she accuses Antonio of mismanaging the funds, and she says that she has taken some loan, and her brother has is the security for those loans, and Antonio has not paid back those loans from the Jews. So he has not, since he has not paid back, the Jews have actually lodged a complaint, and they have asked them to pay back. So that is what he says. Bosola understands that this lady, the Duchess, has cleverly devised a scheme by which she can save Antonio. So officers are called and she asks the opinion of the officers. So each officer gives opinion against Antonio. So anyway, so one officer says that this Antonio seems to be a Jew. He cannot tolerate the sight of a pig's head, and then here another says that he seems to be a hermaphrodite. He does not tolerate the sight of a woman, and the another one says that he is very proud when the treasury is full, and another says that he has actually taken a lot of money from that. So all officers give opinions against Antonio. So we can see Antonio pleading the Duchess for release and telling that Antonio has not done anything wrong, and Duchess just telling Antonio that it is time for him to leave and he cannot allow this man to continue in the service. So with that, I'm just concluding today's lecture. So let's continue the lecture. Let's continue the class in the next one. So till then, bye students. All of you just take care, and all of you please listen to the recorded lectures. I observed that you students are not at all listening. I don't know when you are going to listen. Even the lectures that were posted 3 weeks ago also you have not listened. So if you are just avoiding all these things and leaving things on choice, you are going to suffer. So recorded lectures are helping you, I think. So you have to read the text and you have to listen to these lectures again and again. So students, I am telling you again to listen to all these lectures and take care. Okay. So all of you, take care of your health. Stay safe at your home. Don't go out unnecessarily. Okay. I've been telling that thing again and again. So take care. Okay. Bye.